What? Your job today is to vacuum all the floors.
I'm gonna play this game.
And vacuum. Yeah, you are.
I ain't doing none of that.
Yes, you are.
Now I gotta cut the audio out.
I'm gonna throw this away.
What you say?
I'm gonna throw this away.
No, you not. Shoot. What? Now my bill gonna be stupid high.
You didn't see if they do direct withdrawal.
They do that for you?
No.
Be quiet. Oh, what this is? What is talking about?
What is it?
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Ready? Hey, green. Check. Walk 54. Come on, baby.
They'll run on first down. Swift. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check three.
And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Love. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Darnold on first down. Now they set
Oh,
up the screen. That's
shit.
complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And an alley to run. The 20. And he's free going
Well,
down.
that's a wide receiver?
Foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Braxton Berrios.
That's a wide receiver.
Touchdown all year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Oh, shit. This man got wide receiver right on his back.
Send this one away.
That's some shit.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun, Love.
Oh, hold on to that one, Leo.
Incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Defense wins championship.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh.
They're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Geno Atkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
On second down, Swift. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Darnold. Open man is Samuel, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to let this go. Back of the
Catch
end
that.
zone.
Yes, sir.
This is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Looking deep downfield.
He caught him.
It's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Good blitz, bro. Damn good blitz.
Bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Damn good blitz.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Watch both.
On third down, Love. The quick slant caught. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Oh! Throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Who the fuck that is?
Ben Banogu. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And on second and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On first down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with first and goal.
From the gun on third down, Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line,
the goal line stand, boy.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time.
Now, sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Pick,
he
boy.
rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
You're right.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Ready, go.
Off play action. Love. The quick slant caught. Give him 30 yards there. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes,
oh my God,
as they need to be.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right?
Oh, I missed the hole like a motherfucker, bro.
And who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining.
Damn, I missed that hole, bro.
And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it.
Good way to throw that bitch in the hole, boy.
Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback. Supreme trust in the guy's going to handle the football. Because if you turn it over here, not only do you go in down at the
He
half,
caught it?
you give
Get the fuck out of here.
squarely to your opponent.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Catch that. Oh, bro.
Complete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Darnold to throw again. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down.
Wow.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5 now. Darnold. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Mike, 55. Check. Hey, echo. Let's go. Mike 55. Mike 55. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Third and long, it's
Holding.
Darnold. Got his target, Samuel. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Darnold from the gun.
This shit, AD.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Off the play fake. Love.
I just tried
Jalen. This
Ramsey.
one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
I don't know about that call, but they called it.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Operating from the gun. Love toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Ooh, shit.
with the
He coming
game
back.
this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Darnold. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go, son. Right over there. Young lady. Right there. Hey, we got Christian, Travis. To the ball. Let's keep moving.
Penny, the first down carry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh, good pass, bro.
Inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And they have a little hang time on it, so what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his game.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Darnold.
Good catch.
Hands of Hurd. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
132 fighter. Back to you. Watch the
They'll try and run forward with Penny. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Fuck.
To throw is Darnold.
I knew that shit was coming, bro. I knew this shit was coming, bro.
Jalen Hurd.
I fucking knew it. I got caught on the lineman.
And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's now 21-15. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Love.
Wow. He ran the route for him.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
Good pick 6, bro.
And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
Oh, man, across the board.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Watch the safety creep.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He's going to rifle one deep left.
Bro, I'm pressing triangle. Fuck out of here, dog.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Darnold. Completes it to Hardman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Good shit.
23 yards the pickup there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes.
And that is caught.
Wow, bro.
Detroit.
Wow.
Deebo Samuel.
That's all I can say to that shit, bro. Wow.
And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that
pick 6 changed the game right there.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays.
That was some bullshit too right there.
I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Looking to throw. Love. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And Sanders has got it complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Damn.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and 3.
Good shit, bro.
Will be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Crosses.
Darnold. They set up the screen to Penny. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Darnold now to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're
I
being
don't know what
pressed
the
like in a
fuck
basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for it.
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And Darnold wants to throw the football. Fighting him off.
Come on, Aaron Donald, break.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold.
Come on, Bob.
That's caught left side by Hardman. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now,
good shit, bro.
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Oh, Bob, punt that bitch.
And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000.
Oh, boy.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down
Shit,
huge.
well,
Someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like,
I learned
"Who
from this
cares?
game,
Let's
bro.
get out of here and do something some other time."
That pick
But
six
some
fucked
teams
me
like
up.
to do something at the end to feel a
That
little
pick,
bit better
that
as they
pick from
continue
Rick
to
fucked me
move
up.
forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one
Two
behind
picks
them.
right there, then we scored off.
And Charles, you
Had
know
the
what
same
coaches always
opportunities.
tell us. We want to
Fucking
win our
sure.
home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next
58
week.
completion rate, bro. That's terrible. Terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. How long he out for? 5 weeks. Fuck. Fuck.